B part, part 2, I mean. And there's your curve, there's your point. Describe the transformations and write down the coordinates. Okay. So number 1, translate down the y-axis by 1 unit. So our point -3 -5 would go to -3 -6. The second one is compress the x-axis by a factor of 3 and translate up the y-axis by 2 units. So our point -3 -5 would go to -1 -3. So I'm really clocking up easy marks here. I already have 5 of them. This one here, expand along the y-axis by a factor of 4 and translate right along the x-axis by 1 unit. Yeah.
In the previous one, can you say expand by a factor of 1/3?
Yep. Absolutely, yep. But rescale, I think, would be maybe a better verb there. But it's fine. Okay, so this one would be, let me see, the y-axis by 4, so that's -20 for the y. And then the x-axis is moved to the right 1 unit, so that's -2. Yeah. So I mean that's 8 marks. So I think I told you this before, but I usually find question 2 to be okay question in the exam. And even the B part here is not too difficult. They give you Px and they give you Qx and they want P of Q of 2. So first we put in 2 into the Q. So that would be, let me see, 4 minus 4 plus 5. So that would be P of 5, which would be 5 minus 3. So I get 2 as the answer for that one. And then you want to put the 2 into P and then into Q. Okay, so that would be Q of 2 minus 3, which is Q of minus 1, and then put minus 1 into Q. So that would be 1 plus 2 plus 5, which is 8. Okay. So that's okay so far. The next part's a bit tricky. I mean, it's just longer. In the next part here, they want you to solve P of Q of X equal to Q of P of X. So that means they want you to solve P of Q and then Q of P. So I put this one into P and I get x squared minus 2x plus 5 minus 3, and then I put this one into Q, and I'll get x minus 3 squared minus 2 times x minus 3 plus 5. So I have x squared minus 2x plus 2 equals x squared minus 6x plus 9 minus 2x plus 6 plus 5. Well, it's nice that the x squareds cancel, so I'll get rid of them. Minus 2x is cancel as well. So I just have 6x left on 6x. 9 plus 6 is 15, plus 5 is 20, minus 2 is 18, therefore x equals 3. And lastly, the question is only 1 mark, and it's so short I don't need to do anything for it. If px equals x minus 3, then the inverse function I can see straight away is x plus 3. The way to reverse taking 3 from a number is to add 3 to the number. So I mean, that's why it's 1 mark, so it should be something that requires really no work. Let's have a quick check of that 3 answer. It is? Okay. Then we will... Yeah. In the last part I did, here, I put this into P. If you look at what P is in the question. No, you have to look in the question. It's not on the screen. I substituted this into the P function, and I substituted this into the Q function. So if you look at the question, in P, replace x with this. This is like the x in P. And then in Q, replace this with x.